Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. So today we're going to be doing day 3, look 3, using the BH Cosmetics Love in London palette. So far I've been really impressed with the quality of it. It's really nice. I don't know what to go in with today. Yesterday I was debating over this tea shade, but I am going to be going into town, so maybe I should choose something more neutral like Queen. Because that's quite smoky and it looks like quite an evening look. And normally I wouldn't care because I don't have to go anywhere, but I'm going into town, so I don't want to go into town with a too blown out eye. So yeah, let's go in with Queen all over the eyelid. Since it is the Love in London palette, Queen is an essential to being in London. So yeah, let's start this. Just trying to look for my brush. I'm not going to use that. Right, so it was right in front of my eyes all along, this brush. You can tell that I need my eyes tested again. Whoops! Right, so what are we going to go in as transition shade? So Cheers, let's go in with that one because I've used Big Ben. I used that yesterday. And I've also used Scone, so the other lightest one is Cheers, so we'll use that. There is a bit of kick up in the pan with the shadows, but I don't mind that. So yeah, I've got to go on a lot of errands today. Got to pick up my niece's Christmas present as well, that I ordered for her. That's been in the store since Sunday, so I need to go and get that today as well. Then I've got to go to Morrison's for my mum. Basically go here, there and everywhere. It'll be nice when she has that consultation with a consultant, and they'll be able to tell her whether they're going to limit the steroids and by how many. If they limit the steroids, she's on 11 every other day now, so it's quite a high dosage. I think it works out 55 milligrams every other day. So also she's on azathioprine. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it, but she's on 150 milligrams every day of that as well. That is supposed to basically take the steroids place, but they can't just take her off prednisolone, otherwise she'd get really ill. So for the last 4 months she's been taking prednisolone and azathioprine like together really. So they've been monitoring her blood regularly. Every 2 weeks she gets these blood tests. So she's supposed to have an appointment with a consultant on the 2nd of November. I'm just hoping against hope that they at least bring the steroids down a little bit this time. Even if they put her on like 6 or 5, it's bringing it down, you know, because it's making her really quite ill being on all these tablets. She's getting a lot of swollenness, especially in the leg area. She can barely walk. And as we know, steroids put weight on, so that's depressing her as well. So yeah, I'm hoping they're gonna kind of like limit them to like maybe 5 or 6, and then the next time in another 3 or 4 months completely take her off them. Otherwise, why is she taking azathioprine, you know, because that is supposed to be the drug that they give her instead of prednisolone. The doctor said when she was in hospital that prednisolone is doing her no good, because it's a steroid and all it's doing is putting weight on, which she already knew. But as a azathioprine as well, there are high risks with that drug. I don't know if anyone out there is taking it, but it can cause cancer. I don't know how much of a chance there is of it causing cancer, but they are monitoring for that as well. So yeah, that's quite scary in itself. But yeah, fingers crossed they will do something about it soon and she can get her own independence back. She doesn't like sending me to the stores, or like sending me shopping for her or paying the bills, which I actually don't mind. Sometimes I do get a bit fed up of it because it does feel like I don't have time for me, and I feel like, you know, I have to do everything for my mum, which I don't mind doing. It just gets to me from time to time, that's all. But yeah, let's get back into this look. And she knows I'm a little bit fed up from time to time. Sometimes I just wish I could get some help, and then it wouldn't be as bad, but no help's coming anytime soon. Right, so now we're going to go in with Piccadilly. I've not used this one. And there's days where I just feel utterly exhausted from all the running around. I don't feel too bad today. I got quite a bit of rest last night, so I don't actually feel too bad. But come the end of the day, I will be absolutely shattered. It would be so much easier if I could drive. I wouldn't have anything to complain about. But I go to all these places on public transport, so I go into town and then I go to Morrison's, which is not even in the city centre, so I have to go somewhere else. Yeah, it's just, it can be a bit difficult is all. Don't want to sit here and bitch, but yeah, it can be a bit difficult. I'm sure if you guys have been a carer to your parent or a relative, you understand how difficult it can be. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a Ciate eyeshadow palette like I did yesterday and use, oh, it doesn't say what shade it is. Really, I should be making use of my white chocolate shade in my Too Faced chocolate bar, but we'll just use this because it's on hand. I just prefer a matte brow bone highlight rather than just had this phone call, well it's still ringing now actually, off this site, and it's a scam site. I checked the phone number yesterday. It's a scam site. I'm going to end up blocking that number because I can't be bothered with them every single day ringing me up. Right, so now we're going to go in with Queen. So it's just a really nice gold. I think this one would be nice. Oh yeah, it is nice. Just to wear like every day. And even this is a little bit more pigmented than I would wear on a daily basis. But it is a neutral shade. Gorgeous though, isn't it? Right, so let's spritz the brush. See how much more pigmented it will go. I've lost my glitter glue, my Too Faced glitter glue. It will be hanging around somewhere. But I wanted it the other day. I've got a sleek duochrome pigment and I wanted it for that because it's not as pigmented without something tacky. And I also got the sleek mixing medium. And that is a fat waste of time, guys. It is so oily, it's like oil slick. It would make a good like glossy lip, so I am going to keep it for that sake. Other than that, I mean, you're supposed to be able to use it for the eyes, like mix it in with a pigment or an eyeshadow, and it gives you that glossy eye look. I didn't want it for that. But yeah, I mean, you're supposed to use it on highlighter as well, and it gives you a glossy, wet highlighter look. But to me, it just feels greasy. So yeah, I don't really want to use that. But yeah, I do have it, but it's useless. This Queen shade is gorgeous. Right, and then we're going to put Cheeky in the inner corners because I absolutely love this shade. Right, and then I'm going to go in with Piccadilly on the lash line. Right, so I'm just looking down here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 5 shimmers to use still. I don't think they're going to get used in the next 2 days. But I will pull it out on a separate occasion as well and do a couple more looks with it. Just because I want to see, you know, what the rest. I should have done 7 days, 7 looks with this palette. Oh well. I like that it's got quite a smoky edge, so love that. Right, so now we're just putting the Poundland mascara on. So that other mascara from Mascara for full size, I know I've got travel size, is $29. $29. So it's over £20 in the UK. That is just not worth it in my opinion. I mean, let me know down below if you've used it and what you think of it. But for me, this one that I'm using now, this pound one, is worth so much more. I mean, it's a really good one. It really grips onto your eyelashes and you get length and definition with it. So yeah, I really like this one. In fact, I like it so much that I'm going to put it in a giveaway so that you guys can try it out. I mean, you might not like it as much as I do, but I do really like it. Right, so now, because I'm going into town, I need a matte lip. So I'm either going to have to go with one of my Too Faced ones, which I've used like last month. So I need to either go with one of them or I need to see what I've got in the NYX lingerie. I'm thinking Exotic, the the lip shade Exotic from NYX Lingerie. I've not used that in a while. I'm just going to go and check what I've got, and I'll be back in a second. Right, so I've put all my NYX Lingerie ones in this skull glass. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, that one's Exotic, I think. Yeah, that really nice bright like nude is Exotic. Bedtime Flirt's quite nice though as well. Is this one? Yeah, that one's Embellishment. I'm going to use this Exotic shade and just hope it doesn't transfer. I've just got a bit of lip oil on. Yeah, I mean, I've not used it that much, so we'll use this. So guys, this is the look. Now I actually really like this. I didn't think I would like Queen as much as this one. I'm just really dying to use Tea and also London. So yeah, we'll definitely be playing with those two over the next day or so. I suppose I could use both those shades together. I could do like a kind of halo eye where we're putting Tea on the inner corner and outer corner, and then London on the inner corner and outer corner, and then Tea just in the centre, and then I'll be able to use one of the other shades in here. So I might do that. I just did want to use these two by itself, but then I won't be able to use one of the other shades in the palette. But like I said, I could do another look with it at another time. But yeah, so far with this palette, guys, I've really enjoyed it. It's such a gorgeous palette. If you're umming and ahhing about spending the £14, it is well worth it. The shimmers are so soft and creamy and buttery. You don't always need to use a spray with it. It's not like a lot of eyeshadows. Most eyeshadows, shimmer shades, you do need to build the pigmentation up just to get that metallic look. These are already metallic in my opinion. As you can see, you know, I went in without my brush being wet, and it was pretty much the same as it is when it was wet. So yeah, I do like to test both sides and see if it's better with some setting spray, but I don't believe it was. Maybe a touch more metallic. So guys, this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. It's day 3, look 3. Please like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Please share and please comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.